Advanced Surfaces presents a unique step-by-step training video to show you how to apply stamped concrete. Stamped concrete is concrete that is stamped to resemble brick, natural stone, slate, tile, and even wood. In this section, we will show you step-by-step how to apply stamped concrete, which can be used to create pool decks and driveways, stunning entryways, and unique courtyards and patios. We offer many patterns and color options. Colors and patterns for stamped concrete are often chosen to blend with other stone and tile elements at the residence or commercial complex. Stamped concrete can also complement adjoining decorative concrete surfaces. When stamping concrete, use standard placement methods during the pour. Step 1. Check tools and supplies. Check your equipment and tools to ensure everything is clean and in good working condition. Replace any tools at this time. Make sure that you have the proper tools and materials to comply with local standards, and purchase enough materials that you will need to complete the job properly. You will need the following tools and materials: Fresno trowel, brooms, edgers, pounder for texture mats, textured mats, bull float, tape measure, brick joint tool, S-tool. Materials: stamp release agent, color hardener. Step 2. Measurements. Take the proper measurements and make any adjustments prior to starting the job. If you need more materials, purchase them before you begin the job. Step 3. Prepare surroundings. Next, use craft paper or plastic with masking tape to cover and protect all surrounding areas of the house, foliage, or any other areas where you do not want overspray. Step 4. Subgrade. The subgrade should be well drained and have the required load-bearing characteristics. Subgrade should be moist, but there must be no freestanding water or muddy areas when the concrete pour begins. You may dampen the subgrade if needed. A crusher base or sand may be used over the soil to create a uniform drainage. Place your wire mesh, unless you will be using fiber-modified concrete. Step 5. Prepare mixture. There should be a minimum of 5½ bags of type 1, 2, or 5 Portland cement, depending on the various soil conditions. Concrete should achieve a minimum of 3,000 psi after 28 days. The coarse aggregates should be -3/8 inch. Larger aggregates tend to obstruct the stamping tools and could disrupt the pattern. Concrete should be a maximum of a 4-inch slump to give you a more durable product. Remember, concrete should have adequate strengths for loads and be able to endure the conditions which it will be exposed to. Step 6. Pouring, juked, screeded, and bull float. Stamped concrete is poured, juked, screeded, and bull floated using the same method as you would with normal concrete. Make sure that the concrete is completely floated prior to broadcasting the color hardener. Step 7. Apply color hardener. Advanced Surfaces color hardener is packaged in 60-pound pails. Light to medium colors will cover 50 to 70 square feet per pail, and darker colors will cover approximately 70 to 100 square feet per pail. Advanced Surfaces release agent is packaged in 30-pound pails, which will cover approximately 1,000 square feet. Color hardener is hand broadcast over the area to be stamped, using 60% to 70% of the color hardener during the first broadcast. Using a Fresno trowel, float in the color hardener. Now, use the remainder of the color hardener to cover any areas that are still bare. Now, use the Fresno trowel in a perpendicular motion to the original trowel pattern. Step 8. Apply release agent. Hand broadcast the release agent over an area that will accommodate 3 rows of the stamp mats and begin stamping. Step 9. Begin stamping. Timing of the stamping is critical to doing a good job. The concrete should be firm enough to hold the person performing the stamping without making a deep impression. You do not want to sink in. Establish a focal point and plan to start stamping towards that point. Remember to stamp in a straight line and try not to curve the stamps around curves. Inexperienced individuals should not attempt to stamp more than a 100 to 400 square foot area. Place the stamping mats firmly together, lightly tamping with the pounder as you proceed. Some stamps are color-coded, indicating various configurations, so you can move the stamps around to achieve a random effect. As the stamping proceeds, small touch-up mats and tools are used to correct any imperfections. When removing your stamp, grab the handles and pull straight up. Continue to broadcast the release agent over the next area to stamp. Continue until you have stamped the entire area. Step 10. Allow concrete to dry. Allow the concrete to dry for 24 hours. Wash off any excess release agent. Do not pressure clean. Make any necessary saw cuts at this time to perfect your project, and let the concrete cure for 28 days prior to sealing. Step 11. Cleanup. Always clean your tools immediately after you have completed the job. This will keep your tools in good working condition for your next project. As you can see, you have magically created a unique stamped concrete design that your customer will enjoy for many years to come.